Hi, Road Warriors. Dr. Mary Warren here with Road Warrior Wellness, and we have been talking about getting better sleep. And it's a great time of year to be thinking about getting better sleep. Why? Because we have longer nights and shorter days during the winter, and because it's cold and it's so nice to get cozy in our homes and our beds, it's a really good time to focus on the building your health reserves and having better health from having better sleep. And I'm all about getting a good night's sleep on a regular basis. It does so much for mood, it does so much for your mental well being and your health that I think you'll really feel the difference for even just after a couple of weeks from getting better sleep. And I'd like to talk with people about getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And I know it is hard to get good sleep when we travel. So, one of the first things that I always do when I go into a hotel room when I'm traveling is I take the LED clock and I either turn it around or I put it in the drawer of the nightstand next to my bed so that I am not going to be bothered by the light from the alarm clock at the hotel room. Another thing that we can do, and we should really do this both at home and on the road when we're traveling in hotel rooms, is to try and make our hotel rooms and our bedrooms as dark and as quiet as possible. Anywhere that light is coming through the curtains, the drapes, the doors, you want to, paper clip it, clothespin it. I know pilots that travel with those big clips that, the big paper clips, the black and silver ones that they can use for curtains. And I also know pilots that actually use the hangers that are in the closets that have the clamps for trousers and slacks and things to pin and clip the curtains and drapes closed. So whatever you need to do to block the light that will be coming from various sources, because it is definitely a problem in hotel rooms. And sometimes you can control the noise level and sometimes you can't. So you just have to do the best possible. But sometimes it's just a matter of putting a pillow over your head and blocking your ear. And speaking of putting a pillow over your head and blocking your ear, that would mean that you're sleeping on your side. Positionally, side sleeping and back sleeping is the best. If you are a stomach sleeper, you are doing a lot of biomechanical stress and probably injury to your cervical spine or your neck by laying on your stomach and then twisting your head and laying like that. So I would highly recommend becoming a side or a back sleeper. And when you are sleeping on your sides, your back, you really want to have a pillow between your knees as a side sleeper and then under your knees as a back sleeper. So remember to do that, because when you do that, you'll support your lumbar spine or your low back, and you'll definitely feel better from it. So what else can we do to make our sleeping experiences good? Well, we want to minimize stressful action-packed movies and books and things that will stimulate us late at night. So try to keep both your television watching and your reading, any listening, as light and as soothing as possible. Comic material is also really good. My husband and I like to laugh. We're actually big fans of watching Hogan's Heroes before bed when we're at home. So it's a fun old show that we grew up watching, and it makes us laugh. So whatever it takes to get yourself smiling and feeling better and getting yourself prepped. For women, I highly recommend having a little bit of a zone, a little bit of a transition time before we go to sleep. I find often that men get to sleep really quickly. It's so unfair. I'm not sure why that is, but we women, our brains tend to continue to work and roll. So it's good to have some transition time. Get off those computers and tablets, at an early enough time that you can wind down and relax, and really try to get yourself structured to be in bed at the same time every night. The more sleep we get before midnight, the better, the more growth hormone on board, and a whole lot more rejuvenation. So take care of yourselves, get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you next time, Road Warriors. Bye for now.